Hey folks, this is Pastor Ben. It's Thursday, and I just wanted to give you a shout out and tell you I'm thinking about you, and then invite you to come and be a part of our worship service this Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. Let me give you a little intro, a little taste, all right? We live in a world of doubt. We live in a world of skepticism. We live in a world where faith and science are told that they are mutually exclusive, that in order to be a person of science, you can't be a person of faith. In order to be a person, you have in a world where you have observable things and non-observable things, you ought to put your life's stake on what's observable, not what's non-observable. What's visible, not what's invisible. So faith and science, is said, are incompatible. It's said that spiritual people or spiritually minded people or religious people or whatever they call have to, in order to believe what they believe, they have to take a blind leap of faith. Almost to say that in spite of the things that they see, and in spite of logic, and in spite of reason and rationality, we have to suspend those things in order to become a person who believes in something like the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Well, this Sunday I'm going to be speaking on some of the basic, in a summary way, speaking on some of the basic but powerful, I think, evidences that the resurrection of Jesus Christ is not only rational, it's compelling. It's not only something that is logical. It demands that we, I think, concede that it is the best explanation for the evidences that we have. And so I hope you'll come. If you're a skeptic and you happen to be watching this, we're like a minute and a half in, and you're still watching this, I want to encourage you to come. You ought to come. You ought to not listen to what you read on internet blogs and stuff like that about what Christians think and why they think it. You ought to actually come to a Christian community when the pastor is going to be speaking about these things in a way that is rational and intelligent and helpful to you. So I think you ought to come and listen and explore and see why Christians believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Maybe you're out there and you're just kind of a marginal Christian. Maybe you believe, but man, you haven't been a part of a faith family in a long time. You need to come. You need to come and remember the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. That changes everything. And I bet you'll be encouraged to recommit or to commit more of yourself to obeying a resurrected Lord. And then maybe you're out there and you're suffering. You're just hurting, man. Life is beating you up. You're having a hard time. I think you need to come also and remember that you serve a risen Savior. And no matter how difficult life becomes for you in this age, no matter how much temptation you walk through, no matter how many valleys you have to go through, no matter the suffering, the pain, or the illness you have to endure, do you know that this is not the end of your life? That there's a life beyond this one, and there's a hope to come. And that's true because the resurrection is sure. And then lastly, if you're a Christian and you're walking in good fellowship with the Lord, I hope you have a great place to worship this Sunday. If not, I want to encourage you to be with us. And if you're just a normal part of our church, I want you to be with us also, and to bring someone with you who may be on the fence, maybe a skeptic, may not really believe. But I want you to come regardless, whether you're able to bring someone with you or not, of course, because you need to remember and to celebrate and to learn why your faith is sure. If the resurrection is true, it changes everything. And I think there are good reasons. Rational evidences, logical, compelling, and certain reasons for why we should acknowledge that the resurrection of Jesus Christ is true. And if it's true, the question becomes for us then, not should we obey Jesus, but will we obey Jesus? And I believe if you're convinced, there's nothing else that you'll do. I hope to see you Sunday. Sunday school classes, Sunday school groups start at 9:45, service at 11 o'clock. Hope to see you then. God bless you.